Dear Misty, I would really like to know your take on Craigslist Sex. I'm really interested in the precautions I should take, and is it safe? Alright. Well, first of all, the precaution you should take no matter what is wear a condom. Safe sex, always. Unless you're in a committed monogamous relationship and it's been 6 months to a year. Now, that being said, Craigslist, is it safe? To be completely honest with you, nothing is safe. Meeting somebody on Adam for Adam is not safe. Meeting someone on Craigslist is not safe. Meeting somebody on Backpages is not safe. Meeting somebody on Manhunt is not safe. None of it is safe. Typically, you would want to meet in a public place. So ideally, if you're a drag queen or if you're a little gay boy or whatever, I would ideally ask them to meet you at a bar or a club or a coffee house, depending on the time of the day, like maybe a Starbucks. That way, if for whatever reason, if you get a really weird or scary or strange feeling, you could be like, you know what, this is just not working. I'm sorry. I gotta go. And bail. But if they're at your house, that's a little different. If you're at their house, it's a little more difficult to do that. But no, nothing is safe. And the precautions you would take. In the past, if I were to hook up with somebody offline, I would leave the address of wherever I'm going for my brother or / roommate, so that if you never get heard from again, they know where you went or the last place you were seen. That's a good precaution. Meeting in public is a good precaution. I don't know, because I really don't know how to answer this question, to be honest, because I have definitely done the whole anonymous sex thing. It's happened. I've done it. I'm human. It happens. Now, in my situation, I've had a couple stalkers, and therefore I had to change my phone number, and I actually moved where I lived now I live in a high-rise. The positives and negatives. The positives, nobody can drive by and see if my car's home. Nobody can be waiting on my doorstep when I come home from work. You know, I drive into a residential parking lot, and you have to have a fob to get in. You can't get in the front door unless you have a fob. And that's a little different. So, in my situation, if I were to have anonymous sex, I'd have to actually go all the way downstairs and meet them at the front door and be like, hey, what's up? Ooh, you are not the person in the ad. But even if they were, the video cameras on the elevator and the lobby and stuff, if something were dangerous to happen, I would at least know that they could be seen on camera. But yeah, I guess I'm assuming that your question. I'm assuming that your question comes from the whole Craigslist killer gig. I've only heard of one Craigslist killer, but I've heard of a lot of date rape. But again, if you're there hooking up and then you say no, is it date rape? Because they're there for sex. I don't know how to answer your question. But meeting somebody offline, whether it's Craigslist or anything else, is never safe. Be wise. Respect yourself, protect yourself, and try to take extra precautions. Meet at a Starbucks, etc. That's my answer. Alright, loving you is easy. Bye.